Off the top at 5:30, a pharmaceutical company that is headquartered in Grand Rapids who will ask the FDA to approve the country's first over-the-counter birth control pill.
Perrigo first announced in July that its affiliate had filed an application to make one of its birth control pills available without a prescription. The FDA hearing on that pill will now happen in May. Emily Linnert talked to our partners at MIBiz who've been following this process from the start.
Joining me now is Mark Sanchez with our partners at MIBiz. Mark, thank you for joining us.
You're welcome.
The FDA was originally scheduled to consider Perrigo's over-the-counter birth control application last fall, but it was delayed. So what happened there?
Basically, the FDA wanted some more information submitted from Perrigo and HRA Farmers, the company Perrigo acquired last year in Europe. It is the developer and maker of this pill, this daily over-the-counter contraception, birth control pill. And the FDA just wanted some more information and wanted some time to review the information. And now, as you said, the committees are set here in early May to take a look at the application and review it.
So what do we expect to see in May?
Basically, it's a couple of committees that review the new medications that are coming to over-the-counter status, and this is what Perrigo does. It takes these medications that they change status and creates that over-the-counter store label drug that you can buy at Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Meijer, any number of retailers. So it just basically looks at the applicability of taking that medication and taking that drug and moving it to an over-the-counter status that no longer requires a prescription from a doctor.
So how big of a deal would this be, an over-the-counter birth control pill?
It's a big deal for Perrigo, and Murray Kessler, the CEO at Perrigo, when he first announced this last summer, talked about a huge opportunity for the company. Perrigo has created a women's health division and has really been retuned here in the last number of years under his leadership is kind of what he calls a self-care company. When you talk about economics, Perrigo citing some data that shows a $3.7 billion market in the United States, and that's as of, I believe, 2020 data. And when I wrote about this back in the summer, there's a research report by one of the brokerage analysts that talked about Perrigo could really lead the way for taking this type of drug and taking the O-pill, the oral contraceptive, non-prescription, and lead the way for bringing this to the United States.
Do you have any idea what's next for Perrigo?
Boy, if I knew that, I could put some money down on a few shares to okay for myself. And actually, I couldn't. But it's a process. You know, when you talk about drug development, the drug approval process, this is a lengthy, complex process. So it's going to take some time. The FDA will take a look at the application and talk to the company, and then it's going to take some time to see what the recommendation comes out. Remember back a few years ago when we were in the midst of the pandemic and the vaccines were coming to market. It was a process that it has to be vetted, and it has to, folks need to make sure it works, it's safe and effective.
Yep. Well, thank you so much, Mark Sanchez from MIBiz, as we continue to follow the over-the-counter birth control pill from Perrigo. Thanks for joining us.